Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. This is your October 2020 general reading, and I'm using the Troth, Aleister Crowley's Troth, and I've also shuffled Wisdom of the Oracle and out popped Milk and Honey for you, which is lovely. I will interpret that and give you a meaning and how it ties into your reading as well at the end of the reading. So messages and information for Libra. This is a general reading for October. Messages and information for Libra. Messages, thank you. Messages and information for Libra. Ooh. I'll get a few more cards out before I start giving you information. Just bear with me a moment. Messages and information for Libra. Messages and information for Libra. Messages and information for Libra. Oh, this is really nice. Woo! Do you know why I'm excited? Because I'm Libra too. Messages and information for Libra. Okay, I mean, look, you know, there's some swords here, so there are some issues, and it is probably very likely that you've had some issues going on recently, but I'll just let me focus on this for a moment or two. Okay. Okay, right. Well, first of all, fellow Librans, I'm Libran Sun, you may be Libran Ascendant, Venus or Moon. This is the Nine of Swords. In this pack, the word at the bottom of the card is cruelty. It's quite strong. That's quite a strong interpretation of this. I always think of the Nine of Swords as being anxiety, stress, worries, nagging worries or circling thoughts that make us act or react in a way that maybe at the time we feel that is justified. But actually, as an air sign, Libra, we do tend to think an awful lot about things. And usually we weigh everything up. We make sure that we've come to the right conclusion or decision. But this card next to the Nine of Swords gives me a bit more information. Then is it the Knight of Wands? Yeah. The Knight of Wands has an energy of action, to rush in to a situation, to act and, you know, react maybe before Libra's had time to weigh everything up and make sure that you've made the right decision. So it kind of feels to me as though there may have been nagging worries, circling thoughts. You, as I say, there may not have been any actual foundation in your fears, but I feel you've acted on your fears. It could be based on other people's behaviour and possibly what's happened recently, that you've kind of, I want to say, overthought it a little bit, kind of overanalyzed it, Libra, which we are really guilty of doing quite a lot. So I'm with you on that. What's interesting is the card underneath, which gives me a bit more information as to why you got quite stressed and you were really worried about things, and that's the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords, right, on this card it says futility. These are problems from the past. You know, often we can react in a current situation based on our past experiences and fears that kind of rise up from within us. Sometimes from the subconscious mind, sometimes from our conscious mind. And it can make us run away. And so whatever this action, reaction, without contemplating it, considering it, I actually want to say, Libra, I do feel that if somebody else acted in the way that you have recently, you'd be really annoyed with them. So stand in the other person's shoes, have a little think about how they may be thinking about your reaction. But I do want to say that this card here, the Seven of Swords, can indicate somebody keeping secrets, not being very open or honest with you. And because this is more information about what your fears are, maybe the reason you reacted like this is that somebody has been, you know, a bit closed, not communicating very well. If you ask questions, maybe they refuse to answer the question, or were a little bit kind of cagey about things, which then makes you worry. So, action or reaction in a situation where possibly experiences, problems from the past cause you to maybe overreact or do or say something that if you stand in the other person's shoes, you feel, oh, well, yeah, maybe, yeah, I wouldn't have liked that if someone had done or said that. So it's kind of, it feels to me you're acting on fears rather than communicating about your fears and getting a perspective from the other person first. Okay, so I mentioned the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is fire energy. So Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. It does suggest to me that because he's coming up as a knight, this is not someone that is firmly fixed in your life. Often the Knight of Wands comes and goes. He's difficult to pin down. Free spirit. And his energy, I mean, he's the kind of person who's exciting to be around. There's never a dull moment. Things are usually, you know, things happen quickly and surprising events occur when this person's around. But as I say, it does feel to me that these worries and this action was towards someone with fire in their natal chart. So maybe sun in fire, moon, ascendant, the planets placed in fire. But the kind of person that is difficult to pin down, when you see them, you're not very sure when you're going to see them again. I don't always like to say player energy, but to be honest with you, it's not far off that. Because this person is a bit selfish. They do what they want when they want. Life's an adventure to them. And they don't want to get stuck in a rut or feel that things are dull or boring. So they keep moving, keep changing, keep spicing things up. And that's obviously not suited you too well, Libra, recently. And to give you more information about this, underneath you've got the 8 of discs. And the 8 of discs is working at something. So for some of you, this reading could apply to nagging worries and circling thoughts about your work, your career, something possibly changing, a reaction to that. But for others, this is a love connection, and this is about you putting in the effort and energy to make it work, but this person not, and for that reason, this has caused you a lot of stress. Okay. So this card's position is the next couple of weeks ahead of you. And you've got the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is a card of completion. It does mean that there are added burdens, more responsibilities, quite a challenging time. It also suggests that when I said you've worked at this, I always find the 10 of Wands is when other people are not pulling their weight or making an effort, maybe you either need to delegate or let go of some of the responsibility of a situation. Now, with a work situation, you could feel that because of the current circumstances, a lot of people being made redundant, that you can't say no to extra responsibility or being put on a little bit in a work environment. Sometimes it can be standing in for other people at a higher level, but not receiving the additional pay that you deserve. So whatever this is, you do need to delegate and get other people to pull their weight, because there might just be too much going on. So you need that support. But yeah, it may be that you're just taking on too much and you'll feel overwhelmed or overburdened. And the card at the bottom underneath this, as I say, because it's a general reading, you've got the Lovers card. And so this can be from a thread of a work perspective. This can be a choice and a decision whether to carry on doing a job where you feel either lumbered in some way, that other people aren't working or pulling their weight or making an effort and everything's on your shoulders. It can also mean that there is a love relationship. So that's the other thread. There's a love relationship, which obviously with the Lovers card here, you've got really strong feelings and emotions for this person. But again, you're not sure if you've come to the end of the journey with this, because they're not making that effort with you, and you feel the weight and responsibilities all on your shoulders. So it's whether you choose to just drop the lot. I think you're hoping for things to change and a positive opportunity to come your way. And it's really interesting because that I'll give you more of an interpretation of the Oracle card. But that is really very positive at the moment in all areas of your life. And it's about manifesting things. It's about abundance coming into your life. And it's very positive energy. So, okay. Right. So this card is past energies leading up to where you are now. Bear with me. The Eight of Swords in this pack is called interference. This is problems in the past, that there's been a lack of communication between you and another person. People not seeing eye to eye. So, again, linking back to that work thread, this could be a work colleague that doesn't hear you. Even though you've got really positive ideas and really good things to offer, that they're not listening to you in some way. And it could feel from your perspective as though time is running out and pressure is building and a solution needs to be found. But I want to say, don't try to push or force a solution. Something will shift and change in this situation. Not because of your actions. So, the other person won't talk about this because deep down they know they're wrong. And they don't want to get into a discussion and lose, because let's face it, Libra, you are very good at putting your point across and making people see your point of view. And you are very good at winning an argument. And you are very logical in your approach to communication. So, time running out, pressure building, solution needing to be found, a lot of problems where there's a lack of communication. The other thread, as I say, ties in with love relationships and there being a lack of communication in the recent past. Somebody else's behaviour not pleasing you, not making you happy, but they don't want to talk about it. They know it's their actions that are causing the problems. So the energy underneath is the Three of Cups. So that gives you more information. The Three of Cups to me is a card of love, commitment, outpouring of feeling and emotion. So this person has not been showing their true feelings. They've not been opening up to you. They've been hiding either from their own feelings or hiding their feelings from you. Sounds a bit callous, but if they have any feelings, if that makes sense. You really need something genuine now, Libra. You want this commitment. You want this outpouring of feeling and love. You don't want something that is half-hearted and pretend. So as I say, this is why these problems have built up. But I'll go back to what I said earlier on in the reading. I feel instead of sitting down, Libra, and discussing these problems, either with when it comes to work or career or with a love relationship, because there's been a lack of discussion, it feels to me now you're starting to question whether you've done or said the right thing or overreacted. So the actual more recent energies: Ace of Discs. So all the aces are new beginnings. Ace of Discs, again, this is a thread for the career situation. Ace of Discs is either a pay rise, promotion, new job. As I say, this ties in with these added burdens, more responsibilities. But the reason you feel maybe lumbered in some way, it could be that that's impacting on and affecting a relationship in your life. But this is an increase in income. So this is more money and more responsibility, or a change, so a new beginning in work. But it just feels to me as though the money's not come yet. I feel the extra responsibility's there, but you're not yet being rewarded for that. And that's where I feel you need to sort of stand your ground. So, you know, the Knight of Wands would be somebody that's kind of made some promises, made some suggestions, told you what you'll get, and now you're still waiting. And equally, with regard to a love reading or love relationship reading, it could well be that you are now entering into a phase of your career or your work life where you are feeling a bit more ambitious. You are prepared to put the hours in and earn the money. But this could be, as I say, a new way of working, a new way of earning money, but it could in some way impact on relationships. And then the energy underneath the Ace of Discs is the Six of Wands, and this is the Victory card. So, because this is recent past, this could be how you're thinking and feeling. You want a new job, you want a new beginning, you want to change, you want to earn more money. And, you know, I suppose the one thing that I've recognised with the coronavirus is a lot of people having to be incredibly flexible and adaptable, and contemplate and consider changing the way they work, changing the way they earn their money. But this card is, you're going to get some good news from a distance. You're in a strong position. It feels to me as though you're kind of getting things organised. It could take a number of weeks, maybe around 6 weeks, before this opportunity, and it's like a portal, it's a new door opening, a way of earning more money. And it does feel to me, Libra, that this is, instead of being limited to what you can earn, this can be a lot of abundance. And the reason I say that is the Oracle card, Milk and Honey. So, Milk and Honey is saying, even though things are difficult in certain areas of your life, be it relationships or career, or career affecting a relationship or vice versa, you are abundant. Your energy at the moment, everything is provided for you. This is about surrendering, having faith that all your needs will be met. Everything you need will be provided, whether that is a promotion, whether it's a new job, whether it is the love that you wish for, everything is coming towards you now. So there has been anxiety. There may have been, worries and concerns. It could well be that you're seeing the light with regard to one person who's very unreliable, and that actually, you can bang your head against a brick wall and you can try and love somebody that actually doesn't want what you want, and then you're wasting your time. But the universe, the divine, is bringing in love for you, genuine love. And as I say, abundance, miracles. With this oracle card, miracles are going to be happening in your life. But how I look at that is, it's about positive thinking and belief that you are manifesting what you wish for, that there is nothing standing in your way. You will have the life you want, and it will be wonderful. So maybe the added burdens and responsibilities and the challenges, sometimes it can be that you feel like you're working really hard and not making that progress. Well, there will be this new opportunity is going to come in the next 6 weeks, and it is going to feel like floating downstream. It is going to be easier for you. I'm not saying you don't have to put hard work in. You will do. But when you love what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work at all. Okay, Libra. So, as I say, the love relationship thread is suggesting somebody else around you not working at it, not putting in the effort, making a choice or a decision between two people or two relationships. With the 10 of Wands, it feels like you've come to the end of a situation. You've worked hard enough at it and you're not getting that energy back. And so the new beginning within the next 6 weeks is going to be that new love coming into your life, and abundance and miracles. And of course, for some of you, there is very much a business and work energy, and you could find yourself choosing whether to take more responsibility and be paid for that in a current career, change direction in your career. But yes, really, really positive. Miracles are happening in your life. Believe, believe, believe. Abundance. You just are the energy of abundance right now. Okay, God bless. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. I will be putting some more readings up quite soon for you, Libra. So please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then you'll get the heads up when the next reading is published. Okay? All right. Lots of love. God bless. Bye for now.